What's poppin', y'all? There is a very weird relationship going on between Blueface and his mother, and recently his mom went off on his head top, and the reason for that, or my belief for the reason for that, is just ridiculous. She would go on her IG story and write, "My son is a washed up rapper," facts, she's spitting right there, "with a group of dirty pennies for baby mamas." That's kind of cruel. Like, to be fair, the first baby mama, Jaden, she is loyal. We have not seen her create any drama. She doesn't try to get in front of the camera. Blueface was trying to give her a career with a song which was like a micro hit. It was a micro hit. It did its thing. And then she just went back to being a mom. We don't really see drama out of her. So, yeah. And I believe all the tattoos that she ended up getting was probably encouraged by Blueface. And same thing with the BBL and all of that. But she's held it down. We've never heard her talk badly about him online like that while he's just out here frolicking in the streets like they're a bunch of dandelions, or street dandelions, dandelion that rose out of the concrete. And nobody give a funk about how you feel about me. I'll buy another son. F you. Fat reject scribble face. Slow dirty house. Ish ninja. Yo 304, your new girlfriend, doesn't even take showers. Them trailer park trash groupies with yo broke ass. Blueface, this is such a weird thing. I'm glad that he ended up getting paid for his... he got a little bit of a pay doc for the brand risk that he ended up doing. And he is supposed to fight soon again against Nick Young. Swaggy P, I really want to see that. I like Swaggy P. I like Blueface. And these guys were friends. And I think they still are friends. So there isn't really any beef between them. But rapping-wise, I would like to see something out of Blueface. He does have the ability to pull out a good song every now and then. Like the Better Days. Dude, I really like that song. And I was a prime Blueface hater. The day Blueface came into the industry, I said he was trash. That day. And everybody was saying, like, there were some people saying he was garbage. Very, very few. But most people were like, yo, this is kind of growing on me. Yo, this is sliding. It was not sliding. I was hating on it since day one. So that just goes to show, when Blueface drops some fire, yeah, I'm on that. Recently, we haven't really seen anything. Like, yeah, he's selling features here and there, but, he had a song with Rich the Kid and DDG in January? Where was I for this? I gotta go listen to that a little bit after. Clearly, it didn't turn into a hit, but that doesn't change how I feel about his music quality, which is completely subjective. But yeah, his mom's situation. So just to give you guys a little bit of a rewind, because on April 3rd, which is a couple of days before she put out this IG story, she would crash out on Blueface over him not defending her from Krishan, because Krishan is the baby mama of Blueface, the second baby mama, as far as I know. And now he's got a third one that's pregnant.
And then what are you going to apologize for? Are you going to apologize for letting Krishan beat my...
I'm going to post your book.
So I got to do something?
I'm not apologizing for your whooping. You should have fought better.
If you would have let me know that it was round one, I would have fought better.
Hey,
you can't be talking about.
You ain't even know you knew it was all you knew.
Hell, why would I know that standing there with my mother big ass son? You know what Andre would have did to a mother putting their hands on me? She would still be trying to get out of a closet right now. I was not anticipating that.
I don't jump in cat fights, baby. I'm sorry. That's not my. I don't make enough for that.
Cat fight too. You got your ass whooped too, right?
I gave her a squabble.
So the relationship between Blueface and his mom is very odd, right? Like, you're like, yo, you should have fought my baby mama better. It's just like, what? What the hell's going on? And you would think that his mom would be a little bit more on his side in certain situations, but it's almost like she's always trying to interfere with his relationships. And he would talk about the stresses that he has with this, about how she just tries to interject herself into every single relationship that Blueface is in.
Yeah.
No. I only said that because, like, I be feeling like my mom's, like, sabotaging my relationship sometimes,
Yeah. I can see that.
Like, let me introduce you to my mom. My mom shouldn't be reaching out to you. Some women ain't even, I don't even want to take them that far. But when she gets involved, how women are, they care what your mom thinks.
And
she starts saying what she thinks about him, and then they feel like, just that's weird.
It's a lot.
Like, imagine if your mom reached out to everybody you talk to.
So you don't think that's like weird?
Hell yeah. Weird as
Do you tell her like?
hell
So you don't
yeah.
think sometimes she's not trying to like build a genuine like bond or relationship like
With the girl? With the ladies?
Yeah, she's reaching out to like.
Not all of it. She's reaching out to all of them. I don't know. Put yourself in the shoes. Say your dad is reaching out to everybody you talk to, and he's giving his input. It's a nigga that you probably don't even like yet. You just like, Dad, I don't even like him yet.
Now I don't even like him. Like,
Yeah, but your dad is online with it though. He online with it. Your dad is online with it. So now your other you feel me?
Yeah.
Man, your dad like this. He don't like this. Imagine your dad don't like is the you like. It's like, damn, Dad, you got my.
And there's Blueface explaining it himself. You can see it's after jail, the prison. He's got all of those tattoos on his face. And the frustration from that same day when she called him to argue with him with the most recent baby mama, the third baby mama, was the following.
You lost your mother. This motherfucker said, I'll post your book when you apologize to my baby mama. First of all, is it your baby mama? Because you told us the last motherfucker was your baby, and now that the baby can't run, jump, hop, skip, or do shit, now that ain't your baby. But you want me to apologize, and you don't even know if the motherfucker is your baby? So you about to try to publicly humiliate me till we find out that this is Kevin's baby? Motherfucker, have you lost your motherfucking mind?
So here there's this new chick that he's been hanging out with, he's been streaming with, etc., and his mom is upset with the new chick, or with him, for claiming that's his third baby mama. And his frustration is that he wants his mom to apologize to his upcoming baby mama, which him claiming that a girl is his baby mama after going back and forth about Krishan Rock's child Junior not being his like 25 different times. We still don't know. If I ask you, yo, is Krishan Rock's son, is that Blueface's kid? You're probably like, I don't know. Well, we never got a conclusive ending to this. No DNA test. That's a good stream for you, Blueface. Do that DNA test live on stream with Krishan. We had Whack 100 saying that, oh, nah, that's not really his son. He was just with her, but he decided to step up and take care of the kid because he felt like he needed a father figure. But Whack 100 is very tight with Blueface. He's incentivized to tell whatever facts or omit whatever facts would harm Blueface in any way. That's his client. But the reason why Blueface's mom is tweaking out like this in this specific situation in the past week is for none other than the fact that she dropped a book and he didn't want to promote her book. And this is where I start to I want to bang my head against the wall. I want to ricochet it off the wall, to be frank with you, because number one, Blueface's mother, when you listen to her speak, she is very well spoken. Like you could tell, like, she knows how to speak. She knows how to handle herself. She knows how to be respectable, but she also gets into it. And you start to think in the beginning, when we were first getting acquainted with Blueface's mom, you thought like, man, this is a good mom. She's just trying to look after her son. And then after a while, you start to see, maybe domineering in a way. It may be like mommying him a little bit too much. And then you start to see her try to control him. And you're like, wait, hold on. What's going on here? And even Blueface has said that his mom wants to be in a relationship with him is what he feels like. But writing a book, why does anybody want a book from her, frankly? Like there was a point in time where I don't know if the book ended up coming out, but Polo G's mother, who is his momager from the beginning, she was writing a book. And that would make sense because we only ever knew Polo G's mother for managing him, and he was a highly successful rapper at the time. His younger brother, who had not yet been arrested for murder, which I believe he's still in jail, and the daughter shooting at the mom or something at the property, so some craziness like that. So before everything turned into a disaster in the Polo G family, it would make sense for his mom to have done a bunch of these interviews and to potentially write a book. But for Blueface's mom, why is she writing a book? And why is she putting out a book? And why does she think that Blueface's audience would ever pick pick up a book. Like the last book that Blueface's audience probably picked up was To Kill a Mockingbird or something. Like what's something that's required reading? Anne Frank? Is that required reading nationwide in the U.S.? Or is it just in certain regions of the U.S.? Because I know some people are like, yo, I had to read that. Some people are like, I didn't have to read that. I know Uncle Tom's Cabin is for sure got to be documented. You have to read that. And To Kill a Mockingbird, for sure. There's another one, Animal Farm. Like that's probably the last book that anybody in Blueface, if they made it that far, which I don't even know if the kids are picking up books nowadays. They're probably just searching up all the answers. That's likely what I would have done as a younger buck if I grew up in this generation. If I was 10 right now and they tell me to read a book and answer some questions about it, come on, who's trying to do that at 10 years old? But, we all grow and we learn. So I don't blame Blueface. He should have just told her, listen, Mom, nobody's reading. Nobody's reading in my stream, all right? Screw off. Go promote your book elsewhere. Go do a podcast tour. That's what would make sense. Someone that's listening to a long-form podcast is the most likely to read something. That's probably the closest translation. But Blueface is stream audience. What do we know Blueface's stream for? Just complete and utter degeneracy, arguing, potential fights, which he's got to throw a stream. He's got to do a host. That's one thing that Blueface needs to experiment with this. I just got this brilliant idea. I'm nothing short of ideas. Execution, though, that's another story, but that's where the laziness kicks in. Blueface needs to start hosting the shows. All of this time he's dating, and he did have the whole Bad Girls Club, but we need Blueface to put on like a little suit, blue suit, of course, and he needs to host like one girl and a bunch of dudes. Yeah, that is what we need. We haven't seen that yet. Get a bunch of dudes from the hood, you have a bachelorette, and then they all fight for her. Now that's, of course, you make sure that they're in the house, you make sure no weapons are in the crib, and you let that fly. Oh my goodness, that would be crazy content. Like, screw all that pop the balloon stuff. He could live stream it all the time. Of course, he's got to get some security in there because there's liable to be hands thrown, and we don't want him banned off of Twitch. But Blueface as a host, antagonizing people, messing with people, that would be premier content. So he's got to take this seriously. This is the next level, the next step up in his content. Because what is he going to do? Rap? It's clear he hasn't cared too much about rap. He cares about his image as a rapper, probably so he can still pick up these bags doing club hostings and stuff like that. But his career as a rapper, how much music has he dropped since being locked up? Like, we had Pooh Shiesty. He takes his rap career seriously. The only thing that Pooh Shiesty takes more seriously than his rap career is his street career. That's why he just threw out his rap career for his street career. But for Pooh Shiesty, he came out FDO, dropped before he even got out the halfway house. He dropped FDO, hopped back in the halfway house, and was chilling in there until he got the opportunity to allegedly rob Gucci Mane and get the hell out that contract. So we need a little bit of leveling up from Blueface. I do like the interactions with his mom because there's certain dynamic, like with white kids, right? Like, you go to your white kids, your white friend's home, your white homie's crib for the first time, and you hear him just like yelling back at his mom, and you're in shock. You're shell shocked. You're like, what the hell's going on? This thing is allowed? He's not getting his ass beat? What's going on here? It's like that with Blueface, except in a different way. You're like, well, this dynamic is even crazier. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments of my random tangent. I think that's a relevant tangent, so we can allow those here and there. I usually, try to pull myself back from the tangent, but this one, it's relevant. I'm not deviating off into some other faraway galaxy like I usually do, but, I'm just so into it, right? But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm going to see you on the next one.